Alright, guys, gals, and everything in between. Man, after all this time, the Rings of Power is finally out. And well, as my channel would suggest, I have some thoughts. And good old water just ain't gonna cut it today. Oh, it's that kind of day. Uncle Scott says he's got some thoughts, which means the loco's gotta come out. Fuck. Okay, so, guys, gals, and everything in between, the first two episodes of Lord of the Rings of Power, has dropped onto Amazon Prime, and it is the most expensive TV show of all time, with like $500 million or $1 billion. I forgot how much they spent on just one season alone. I think it's $500 million. And I am a die-hard Lord of the Rings fan. I have been forever. Me and my buddies used to reenact like scenes out of the books and the movies. As kids in the backyard, we made our own swords and bows and arrows. We were so popular with the ladies. But like I even have this special like Bible-style bound print copy of Lord of the Rings. I've got a special edition of The Hobbit. Which is, I believe, the 75th anniversary one. One of my favorite stories, Beren and Luthien. And, of course, the Silmarillion. So I'm a diehard Tolkien fan, and I'm going to get hate from the blue-haired woke mob because I'm about to rip this show a new asshole. Lord of the Rings of Power is an absolute joke. It is an embarrassment to Tolkien and his legacy. It's a slog to get through. Oh my god. This fucking thing is like 2 hours long and feels like 7. Galadriel is bastardized in this so they can make her into a Mary Sue. They make her into such a Rey character from Star Wars that it's just an embarrassment. Like, she sits there and basically gets told to piss off by all the dudes, and of course she's the only one that's right, other than the Don Lemon look-alike elf, which they're turning, slowly as you can see, turning into the Beren and Luthien story, which is an absolute fuckhole of an idea. But there's so many... there's Elrond, who is an effeminate guy, sure, I don't care. Actually, the Elrond guy was okay, I'll give him that. Galadriel was just absolutely unbearable. She was horrible in the part. Oh my god! I was like, why did you cast this woman? She's horrible. She's horrible. She just sits there and pouts the entire time. Is like, I'm better than all of the men. Also, there's a line in the beginning where I'm like, you know the difference between a stone and a boat? And I was like, what? What? Are you trying to sound clever like Tolkien's writing? Is that your idea of sounding clever? And yeah, it's clearly an attempt to make a woke Lord of the Rings, and all it comes off is an absolute snooze fest. And also, there was one scene of greatness that lasted like 6 seconds, and it was in the prologue, where they talk about the battle with Morgoth and all of this. That was a more interesting plot point than your entire show. You should have done Morgoth and those stories with battling for Morgoth, dare I say, the Silmarillion. But no, we get Don Lemon Elf ripping off Beren and Luthien. The Harfoots are absolutely annoying. There's a whole plot point with a wolf that doesn't make sense. The one thing I will praise Rings of Power on is it looks pretty. You can see every bit of that $500 fucking million budget because they shot it all. And yeah, there were some really, really beautiful shots. There were some gnarly shots too. Holy shit. And then there's a lot of cringe-inducing stuff. Galadriel randomly jumps off a boat while they're going into Valinor, and she just swims through the ocean back home. I mean, yeah, it's only going to be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of miles. But, she's so fucking good at her job? Does it matter? Fuck no. Suck my ass, Tolkien. And that's pretty much exactly the entire show, is them just being like, here's Tolkien lore, bad robot, motherfucking reject intern, Lindsay Weber, fucking bitch. Oh, yeah. But that battle scene, though, looked really cool. It probably cost him like $10 million for that one shot, but the battle scene in Morgoth looked really cool, or with Morgoth. Although Morgoth is never shown, and then they have Sauron in silhouette. I already know who's playing Sauron. It's supposed to be a plot twist, but I know who's playing Sauron, and it's an absolute joke. I won't spoil it for the 7 of you who give a shit. This was painful to watch as a Lord of the Rings fan. As a diehard Lord of the Rings fan, this is an absolute embarrassment. And then there's this Matrix wiry jumpy thing that Galadriel does to take down a snow troll, and it's like, what the fuck? Who put down your sword? What would I be without my sword? Galadriel, you dumb shit! I know it's not the actress who's saying that, or like, well, she's saying it, but no, it's not her fucking choice. It's the shit-ass writers. I will defend Tolkien's legacy on this one at all costs. This is absolutely a fucking joke. These 2 episodes are bad. Every second. Oh, the elf, the Don Lemon elf encounters racism. Yeah, you heard that right. There's prejudice. And they try and doctor it up a little bit, and there's even a scene where the white guy throws his fucking beer on the ground, and he's sitting there talking about, you people won't just let the past go. And my first thought was just that scene from Tropic Thunder where Robert Downey Jr. is going to turn around and be like, what do you mean, you people? But no, that didn't happen. He literally throws it down and is like, when will you people let the past go? Which is also a fuck you to the fans. So, yeah, I absolutely goddamn hate the Rings of Power. I'm going to watch every episode because I'm a Tolkien fan and I want to defend his legacy. This shit sucks. Fuck you, everyone who made this show. Oh, yeah, well, there was a scene with the dwarves in Moria. That was actually okay. Celebrand, I think, is Celebrimbor. The show is a mess. 2 episodes, 2 hours went by, and not one actual thing happened other than Galadriel's like, Sauron's definitely around. And they're like, meh, probably not. And that's pretty much 2 hours of your life you're never going to get back. But it was shot pretty, so there you go. Alright, guys, gals, and everything in between. Oh. Did you hate it as much as I did? Fuck this show. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I got plenty more videos coming to you. Let's tank this show. Love you guys. Yeah, fuck this show. Fuck it in the ass.